We're going to start at the bottom of the list and go to the top of the list, so the lowest sell-through rate to the highest sell-through rate. First one, obviously here, is Public Rec. This is an athletic wear brand, much like Lululemon or Viori or many of the other athletic brands. Public Rec have pants, shirts, brand-wide. Sell-through rate is exactly 100%. Right now, there's 1,100 active and 1,100 sold in the men's category. This is what the tag looks like. And in addition to the tag, you will look for the logo, which is this P. That will tell you that it's a good idea to pick up that item. The P stands for pick me up. Pick me up. If you see the P, pick it up. With a sell-through rate of 100.7% is CC Filson or just Filson. There are lots of different varieties of these pieces. Most of it will be rugged outdoor gear, such as these kind of canvasy duckwork pants. They even sell bags and accessories, long sleeve button-up shirts, flannels, denim shirts. Anything Filson is definitely a pickup. Like I said, the sell-through rate is 100.7%. The tag looks like this. It doesn't always look exactly like this, but this is a very common Filson tag. This is a modern one. And also a good note is that the vintage stuff can sometimes sell for quite a bit more. And another note, even though the brand has a 100% sell-through rate, there are some more modern items. They're not associated with the outdoors or kind of a rugged aesthetic. The more dressy stuff does not always sell that great. Even though it's Filson, it will still sell, but it won't sell as quickly as the stuff they're famous for. So keep in mind, it's 100% sell-through rate. Everything will sell, but some stuff is better than others. And that has to do with every brand in the world, including 100% sell-through rate brands and bad brands. There's great items with bad brands and bad items with good brands. So keep that in mind as we go through these. Dale of Norway, which is primarily a sweater brand. They have lots of different patterns. Mostly you're going to see the Fair Isle patterns. And you can get quite a few clams for this stuff. Like here, they got 38 pesos for that. Looks like a red knit sweater. It's got the Fair Isle pattern. And down here, we're looking at 80 Dead Presidents for this one here. And we got a heavy knit full cardigan. So let's take a quick look at these. If you find a Dale of Norway, it's pretty hard to miss the tag. This was supposed to be a tag, but it's here. This is one of the tags, and just like the other brands in the list, the tags are not always going to be exactly the ones I show you. This is a common one. If you see this tag here, then you'll know it's a pickup. Flint and Tinder is the next brand, and it's 110% sell-through rate. This is a brand that can be found on Huckberry, which is the famous menswear site. I only say famous because it's pretty famous, and a lot of guys will buy stuff on that website. If you find a brand like Flint and Tinder or Relwyn, which we'll get into later, that's a Huckberry brand, it does help to put it in the title. Just put Huckberry in your title so that people know that this is featured on Huckberry, because a lot of guys will only shop there, or they'll use it as a kind of a guide of what they're going to buy next. Flint and Tinder, everything I've ever found from them, and there's been quite a few, I've sold a lot of this stuff, always sells good. Shorts, shirts, pants, sweaters, sweatshirts, everything. It's a full line of menswear. And the tag looks like, this is one of the tags. This is how the jeans look. But that's not how all the tags look. In fact, most of them don't look that way. So let me get a better example. This is what most of them look like. On the shirts and stuff, you're going to see that. Flint and Tinder is 100% grab it every single time. Next we have Todd Snider. 111% sell-through rate. And Todd Snider is interesting because they do a whole lot of collabs. A whole lot of collaborations with other brands. They do one with Champion. They even did one with Birdwell Beach Britches. And they make great swim trunks. If you ever find beach britches, Birdwell Beach Britches swim trunks, it's a definite grab. Here we go. Here's one. Birdwell Beach Britches with Todd Snider. $59. Champion collab. They even did a collab with, who was it? LL Bean, there it is. So Todd Snider, great men's brand. There's the tag. There's no excuse not to pick up Todd Snider unless it's overpriced or completely destroyed. You get a ton of pesos for anything you find Todd Snider. Taylor Stitch is the next one. This is my personal favorite, and I've made no secret that this is one of my favorite brands to find. They make shirts, pants, it's a full everything. Taylor Stitch makes pretty much everything. Jeans. Anything Taylor Stitch is going to go for more money than your average brand. It's kind of I wouldn't say it's a fancy brand, but it is a higher end brand. They claim to be better made. Whether it is or isn't, I don't know. I mean, at this point, isn't most stuff made in the same 4 factories? I'm not sure. But there's the tag. It looks just like Buck Mason. It looks just like Flint and Tinder. Black and white. That's just how it is. Taylor Stitch, if you find it, it's a definite pickup. Throw it in your cart and get out the door. Mott and Bow. They're famous for their jeans. That's their main thing. The sell-through rate's 121%. Mott and Bow, they also sell shirts, although their shirts don't get as much money as their jeans do. Mostly jeans, as you see. They also, like I said, they have shirts. I haven't seen much other than polos and t-shirts. They may have flannels and a bigger line of tops, but I don't know. I've mainly just seen polos and t-shirts. But Mott and Bow is a definite grab. Here's the tag. Pick up Mott and Bow if you find it. 100% grab it. It's great stuff. Dixon, mainly known for their flannel shirts, but they do make other stuff. I've recently sold a couple of their board shorts, but their flannels are where it's at. Anything Dixon is going to sell, 121% sure that it will in 90 days. It's great stuff. This is the tag. Dixon Flannel Company. You find that tag on anything, pick it up, it's going to sell. Next we have another Huckberry brand, our second Huckberry brand of the night. Stio. Good stuff. It's not super valuable compared to other men's brands. It's not a high-end brand, but it is a mid. I'd say it's better than mid, but not quite high-end. But it's a great reselling brand because everything in the brand is sought after and it will sell. The tag looks like this. They have a logo. It looks like a little pine cone. Where's the pine? There it is. Look for this pine cone. If you see that embroidered on the back of a shirt or something, grab it and turn it around and see if it's a Stio, because these things have a sell-through rate of 121%. It's a definite pickup. Sitka Gear is next. This one has 132% sell-through rate, so this will go quick. They're known more for their hunting gear, their outdoorsy stuff. A lot of it's camouflage, as you can see here. And it is pricey. It is pricey. Sitka Gear is one of the brands, I'd say, in the top 5 or 6, 7 brands maybe, that I was surprised at how fast things sold. I found a janky old t-shirt that just had the logo on it. This logo. Janky old t-shirt with holes in it. Sold in 2 days for like 25 bucks. So Sitka Gear, or just Sitka, anything Sitka, grab it. It's one of the great brands. Ryan Michael. I've only ever found the Western shirts. The sell-through rate is 132%. People are getting up to 39 greenbacks for the shirts. 100 DeLoreans for this one. This is a silk Western. Like I said, I've only ever found the Western wear. I think that's their gimmick. I don't know if they make anything else. But look at if you find anything this fancy with embroidery and stuff and it's Ryan Michael, you could be sitting on a Benjamin right there. Ryan Michael. You see that tag with the star and the script cursive? They used to say cursive back in olden times. If you find Michael, Ryan Michael, grab it for sure. It's a great brand and it'll sell. Arbor Weare is our next one. This is a workwear brand. They make durable stuff like really thick canvas pants and, you know, these kind of shirts that don't rip. Or say they don't rip. But look how much money people are getting for this stuff. $65 for a hoodie, used. $50 for some cargo pants. So Arbor Weare, definitely the logo is just a tree. It says Arbor Weare. Great stuff. The sell-through rate is 144%. We're getting close here. We're on number 13, I think. American Giant. I've only ever found long sleeve t-shirts and the classic full zip hoodies. This is a made in the USA brand. That's their whole thing. That's their deal. And they do have loyal buyers that love them. And you're not going to get millions of dollars for their stuff, but it should sell really quick, and you will be impressed usually with what you can get for basic items. I've never found the pants. Here's the tag, American Giant, and that's the logo. It looks like an A or like a half triangle. You find that tag, even if it looks like that, you'll know it's American Giant. You probably get it. And look for the classic full zips. The thick cotton hoodies, that's the ones I like to find because those sell really quick. Western Rise. This brand has a 158% sell-through rate. I have personally found this 2 or 3 times. I found a merino wool blend shirt that looked a lot like this, actually. And this is a little bit more of an expensive brand retail. And it is fairly valuable on the used market too. $50 for some pre-owned pants. That's pretty good. This is actually, I think this is this is a Huckberry brand too. So Western Rise is a definite grab. There's the tag. Outlier. This brand I have found twice or 3 times, and I didn't know it was Outlier until I checked the RN number. But if you look, you can see this stuff sells for some pretty good money. So Outlier is a definite grab. Sell-through rate 169%. This is the tag. And my story I started earlier was this duck in the circle of the O, I guess it's an O. I found this on I think it was a shirt, a long sleeve shirt, but this was all worn off. This was still there. And I found the RN tag on the inside of the shirt, and I looked it up and found out it was called Outlier. So you'll see a duck in an O. If you see this, it's Outlier. Grab it for sure. Arcteryx. This is an outerwear brand. They make jackets and warm clothing usually. Gore-Tex stuff, water resistant stuff. Arcteryx has been a great brand for a long time. I'm really surprised they haven't gone into the trash can like so many other brands have. But they've maintained their value. They've done a great job, and it's still a great resale brand. I didn't know they made shoes. But anything Arcteryx is a pickup. The sell-through rate for Arcteryx is 170%. The tag looks like so, and they have a logo. It looks like a dinosaur bone find, like this. Arcteryx, 170% sell-through rate. You're going to want to grab it for sure. Corridor NYC or Corridor New York, depending on the tag. It sells for better than average money. $80 for a pre-owned short sleeve shirt. That's pretty good. They make pants, shirts. I've found 1 or 2 long sleeves and 1 polo by them. The tag is very basic. Looks like this. Corridor, New York, Corridor, New York, Corridor, New York, Corridor, New York, Corridor, New York. The sell-through rate is 176%. Just like our next brand, which is Viori. Vuori. It is the more modern, the Lululemon of now. And I hate to say of now like Lululemon's gone, but it's still around, but Lululemon is not what it once was because they started buying their stuff back. Lululemon has a program now, I think it's still going, where they'll buy your used Lululemon off you and then they'll resell it. So it's taken a pretty good chunk out of the eBay resale market. Not only that, it's just been overproduced, and a lot of people are selling it. It's just not worth anything like it used to be. But I'm still picking it up. Maybe not the t-shirts, but I'm picking up pants and shorts for Lululemon every time I find them. But back to Viori. They pretty much ripped Lululemon off as far as all their designs. Like, their shirts look just like Lululemon's exactly. The short, actually, I got to give it to them. Their shorts are kind of more unique. But the shirts, tell me this is not a Lululemon. If you didn't see this tag here, that's a Lululemon shirt, 100%. But Viori, Vuori, I got off on a tangent there. If you find anything by Viori, and sometimes it'll be just a regular t-shirt like this, that's the tag, and the sell-through rate is 176%. And it goes up for certain items inside the brand. But for a brand wide to have a sell-through rate of 176%, that's pretty good. That tells you that's a very healthy brand. There's a better tag. Next we have Ibex, IBEX, with a sell-through rate of 186%. They're mainly known as a merino brand. They make everything basically, but it's always merino wool. That's their whole business model. And it does sell for pretty good money. If you find anything Ibex, it'll sell quick. Even pre-owned, they got $103 for this fleece jacket. Ibex tag looks like a happy little Ibex, so look for that Ibex thing. If you see it, pick it up and sell it. Triple Aught Design. This one has been strong for years. They make all kinds of stuff, but mostly bags and kind of tactical gear, kind of like 511, but not quite the same. But Triple Aught Design, the clothing sells amazing. The sell-through rate across the whole entire brand is 189%. Anything you find Triple Aught Design, it's a definite grab. This is the logo. Keep an eye out just for this part of it too. The triangle with the arrows, this is a little bit blurry, but you should be able to see that. I saw this on a pair of pants, some cargo pants. Didn't know what it was. Looked up the RN number. This whole thing took me like 5 minutes. Didn't know what the logo was. It made me mad because I try to know logos. If I see a logo that I don't know, I will look it up. I didn't know what this was, so I had to look it up. Found out it was called Triple Aught Design by the RN number. And then I started seeing it more and more, and I was very happy I did, because every time you see this, it's a guaranteed sale, and it's usually pretty quick. Sell-through rate's 189%. Triple Aught Design, get it. Relwen, this is another Huckberry brand. Relwen, it's mostly outdoorsy stuff, but I think of it as a lot like Flint and Tinder. They make a lot of the same stuff, very similar brand-wise. Their flannels go really quick. All of their stuff sells for a little better than average. And the tag looks like this. It's like a bird. Anything you find from Relwen, pick it up, because the sell-through rate is 189%. I'm sorry, 198%. Which brings us to the next big jump in the sell-through rate, which is Freenote Cloth. This is a brand I have not actually ever found. 231% sell-through rate. And their stuff does sell for good money. I would say this is a higher end brand. $71 for a pre-owned shirt. Now we're getting up into the fancier stuff. This is the broad short Canvas Scout Sportsman shirt. They must have got 80 something. So that's a lot of pesos for some clothing that's used. You gotta love it. This is one of the tags. This is the Western wear. They do make Western wear. This is one of the tags for Freenote Cloth. If you find Freenote Cloth, get it for sure, because it's 231% sell-through rate. We're getting down to the top 3 menswear brands that will sell the quickest. This one is Go Ruck. They make bags, shoes, outerwear, and it all sells really well, even the graphic t-shirts. Go Ruck is a brand I've not found often, but I have found the t-shirts 2 or 3 times, and I found 1 or 2 pair of pants. Anything Go Ruck, 389% sell-through rate. That's some good stuff. You're going to look for this tag. See that on anything, pick it up. What more can I say? Next is a sell-through rate of 442%. Primarily, they're known for hunting stuff, camouflage, hunting gear, tactical gear. The brand is Kuiu, or Kuiu. I believe it's Kuiu. They make all kinds of mostly camouflage camping stuff, hunting stuff. This is their big ram head logo. You see that? That's probably Kuiu. Get it? And then they have their normal tag. Let's see if I can find one of these. This one's a good one because it did have some merino wool in it. So Kuiu, Kuiu, with that ram head. Sell-through rate, 442%. The last best sell-through rate men's brand that you need to know about right now, and this is pretty rare, you might not see it very often, is called Kitsbow. They do make cycling stuff and non-cycling stuff. This stuff sells for really good money, like $90 for used pants. So Kitsbow, great stuff, known really for their cycling stuff. Tag looks like this. It's worth good money, and the sell-through rate is 640%. So there you go, 25 of the best men's brands you need to start looking for right now, all of which have a sell-through rate over 100%. So keep your eyes peeled. Any of these come up, put it in your cart, and go make the money. Corridor, New York, Corridor, New York, Corridor, New York, Corridor, New York, Corridor, New York.